introduce to you one of my inspiration, our champion of hope, the President of the United States of America, President Obama.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Greetings, Massive. Hey. Wagwan, Jamaica. Yeah, I've been making myself at home here. It is great to be in beautiful Jamaica. Not only because I'm proud to be the first president of the United States to visit in more than 30 years, but because I just like the vibe here. So today I'm announcing nearly $70 million in U.S. investments in education, training, and employment programs for our young people throughout Latin America and the Caribbean. If China is making investments that are building up infrastructure or improving education or helping the people, then we welcome that. We think that's great. The only thing is you got to make sure you look at what strings may be attached.
How U.S. is visioning, how would you see Jamaica pushing forward on a decriminalization, legalization emphasis on the hemp industry? Give thanks.
I know on paper a lot of folks think, you know what, if we just legalize marijuana, then it'll reduce the money flowing into the transnational drug trade. There are more revenues and jobs created. I have to tell you that it's not a silver bullet. Because, first of all, if you are legalizing marijuana, then how do you deal with other drugs? And where do you draw the line? And if we combine a public health perspective, a focus on not simply throwing every low-level person with possession into prison, but trying to get them treatment, we combine that with economic development and alternative opportunities for youth, then I think we can strike the right balance.
I actually felt good as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, and I think the part that I talked about was the fact that he mentioned how important early childhood education is and how important it is to the growth of our country, and I think that was the touching point for me in his speech and his presentation, because you know, persons tend to neglect how important it is to focus on our children because they are the ones who will actually pave the way.
And I actually felt excited to be here today to meet the United States of America's President, Mr. Barack Obama, and I just felt like this is a once-in-a-time experience, and it was really good for me to see him, and I also learned that no matter what in life, you must not give up, chase after your dreams, and I just thought that, like, just felt this important to me. I felt fantastic.
Well, I'm ecstatic. Some of the questions that were asked that I was contemplating, they got answered. And his views were very diplomatic, and it really took a turn in how we approach certain things in Jamaican context.
It's actually an honor and a privilege to actually be here, and this is actually like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think the session, the interactive session, was really informative, effective, and the President actually answered most of the questions or most of the concerns that I think that most of the persons actually expressed.
If there's one thing that I know from my own life, it's that with hard work and with hope, change is always within our reach. You know, the Jamaican-American poet Claude McKay, who was a central figure of the Harlem Renaissance, once wrote something along those lines. We must strive on to gain the height, although it may not be in sight, as long as we've got young strivers like you. And I hope to see you in Washington as part of this Young Leaders of the Americas initiative. I'm confident that brighter future will always be in sight. Thank you very much.